This
you earlier
conference
also,
will now
we are
be
not
recorded.
so how much time it will take when things will be back to normal. But one thing is very sure, and definitely the technology, digitalization would going to play a big role. Not only help you optimally utilize your resources, but also make you better prepared for future. We will be better prepared for future in case such kind of crisis again arises. But now, if we see other side of the story, some of the industry are capitalizing the situation. I will uh, uh, point out a couple of examples here. Like one example of the Reliance. Reliance has signed a big deal with Facebook because they know digitalization is the future. And I have one practical example with one of my clients as well, which I want to share with all of you here. I was talking with one of our client who is an electronics consumable. They import a lot of goods from China, and their factory, you can say, depend on the on China because they import the good from there. They white label those goods, and in some cases they bring semi-finished, or they import the material and then they finish here and then put into the market. While we were talking with him and asking him, sir, now since situation has changed and there will not be same situation for as far as the China is concerned, doing business with the China might not be same again. Government policy might not be favorable. He told me that we use this time for our favor. This has given some time to us to rethink our strategy and our business strategy. And we are almost ready. We are just waiting for the lockdown. I asked him how. He told, actually, we have the beautiful tool as SAP Business One. We have the with the HANA engine and everything. We already plan what is going to be the product mix for us in future. He told, actually, we are ready with what will be the margins, what will be the profit margin for us, what will be the new price list, and from where we need to source whatever we are importing from China, from where we need to import the material. And in some cases we already started negotiating with some of our potential vendors. We are getting a good deals also in these. So what I was telling or trying to communicate here, that today corona and tomorrow can be something else. Are we ready for this? Why these people are ahead of curve? Why they are better prepared from some of us? So my simple answer is the technology. They are well informed. They have the data to play with, and they have good business processes already in place. They have already digital enabled, which help them to use this time for their advantage and converted this into the opportunity. Hope this is making sense to all of you. So what is the key objective of this session and what is the key takeaway? I will give you today the complete insight of SAP Business One and will give you the tools and techniques, digital enablers, which can bring your business on your fingertips, which will help you not only in improving your productivity, it will help you in your operational efficiency and in turn the profitability. And most important, that it will make you future proof. So are we ready, guys? If yes, can you type in the chat box yes? So thank you very much. So I will move forward and we'll talk about the agenda for today. agenda of today, we are going to talk about the Sintra Infotech, introduction to Business One, and then we are talking about the additional element of SAP Business One, how can start changing business now, SAP Business One live demo and question and answer session. Just to introduce yourself and good evening again, I am going to be your presenter today. My name is Lakshmikant Dixit. I am the director with Sintra Infotech. I am now in industry for more than 27 years now and working almost every continent of the globe. I worked in more than 50 countries, delivered more than 200 projects across the globe. And I touched almost all the verticals, be it airlines, manufacturing, oil and gas, and so on. Some of the biggest names in the market, I worked with them, be it Qatar Petroleum, Qatar Airways, Etihad, Airtel Bharti, Hindustan Motor, Landmark Group, and so on. So when I am talking with you today, so I can say very confidently that ERP runs in my blood. With me today, the core presenter will be Ankit Garg. He has more than 13 years of experience in the industry. Ankit Garg is one of the finest SAP solution architects around. So I will go to the next slide and we'll talk about the Sintra Infotech now. Sintra Infotech Sintra stands for collaboration, innovation, and transformation. We started when we implement any SAP or any ERP per se. Collaboration is one of the most important element of it. We have to collaborate, we need to discuss, we need to brainstorm with all the important stakeholders of any organization. As Sintra Infotech, we offer end-to-end consulting services. We design and develop and manage services across infrastructure, cloud mobility, BI, and so on. The power to innovate at a pace, and when we talk about the innovation, the power to innovate at a pace different from our competition. To connect and match the need of our customer, which will empower them to transform their pain point into the strengths. That's the reason in the short span of the time, Sintra is associated the biggest name of the market, who are the leader in the market. And that makes us cut above the rest of our competition. Our message and our philosophy, our transformation journey with our clients are very clear. That we believe in customer acquisition and we believe in the satisfaction. That's why in the short span of the time, Sintra has been awarded a lot many awards. And that shows our commitment to our customers. Customers are our extended sales force and they are our referendum. Sintra is awarded with the best ERP solution provider for the SMEs by the Times Group. That shows the commitment of Sintra Infotech with its client and the customers. Now I will brief you about the SAP Business One. What is this SAP Business One and how it's useful for you people? So SAP Business One, the application is used in more than 100 countries. It masters the challenges of globalization. Why I am telling it masters the challenge of globalization? Because it has the current localization, more than 50 current localization, which is based or used with the localization in more than 50 countries. So it has presence in the more than 180 countries. The SAP Business One, it's the #1 software, ERP software in the world. It's available in more than 28 languages. It shows the capability of the application, it shows the adaptability of the application, and it shows the scalability of the application. I will give you some more stats for you. It's used by more than 3,35,000 plus customers across the globe. It's available, as I told you earlier, as 50 country localization and in 28 languages. 300 plus solutions, software solution partners, and with 500 plus solutions. It's implemented by more than 850 value added resellers worldwide. So it's not about me actually as SAP solution provider, or it's not about others. You are, when you are using or implementing or you are adopting SAP Business One for your organization, you are not relying on single window. You have 850 more windows where you can approach in future. It's not about one company dying and your entire process, your entire business is dying with that. So that's the beauty of using any standard ERP or any standard system in your organization. You have another 850 value added reseller worldwide. When we talk about SAP Business One, as I was telling you earlier slide also, we have the presence in more than 180 plus countries. It has 360 plus large enterprises are running Business One in 5,600 plus subsidiaries. Right? This looks to be very interesting or not? Can you type yes if it's interesting? So moving forward, so when we are talking about our business, and that's what was the main objective for me for the today's session, is to tell you about the digitalization. We are talking about the transformation. Every industry, when it runs on some basic business functions. Whenever we are talking about this, so for running your organization, your system should be in position to support whatever the basic business underlying are there. So you should have the solid underlying foundation, which is very, very critical for running your operations. And then come the digitalization. And what it means exactly. And why we say it's time to go digital now. You want to make the right business decisions at the right time with real-time access to the information. That's what I was given the example for Reliance. I have given one of example for my own client, and there is some more examples are there which I can share with you also. If you have the right information, and this is the time when you are sitting your home, you can strategize yourself. You can strategize yourself when you have the real-time access to the information. You need to automate your business processes to increase the productivity, profitability, and operational efficiency. When I was talking about SAP Business One, SAP Business One, it runs on the global best practices. That means if you are adopting such kind of system, so your foundations are very, very solid. Because it's used, as I told you in the previous slide also, is used across the globe in more than 180 plus customers, 180 plus countries, and more than 350,000 customers worldwide. When we use such kind of application, we are definitely going to grow. And your needs should not outpacing your current system capabilities. As your business grow, you need to put best practices process in place. So these, when you work on the standard application, these comes with some best practices which is already followed across the globe, because this is a tried and tested solution. This is not something we are building for you or building for someone else. Believe me, when you adopt such kind of systems, it comes with a lot of best practices which are easy to adapt. It's a very, very user friendly application. I will, in the further slide, I will tell you how. When you are expanding yourself, if you are expanding into the new market, you need business software that will enable you, not hinder you. It should enable your, if you have the subsidiary network also, it should harmonize business and intercompany processes. In case you have the multiple, you have now 10 branches, you are coming with the multiple branches, you have the one company, you are coming with another company, you have the presence in one country, you want to go to another country. Software should enable you, not hinder you. And that's the beauty of SAP, that it harmonizes your business, whether it's your own company business, branches business, or intercompany processes. So when we are talking about this, we always say, when we go to the people, when we go for this, so when we are talking about digitalization, we always tell our people that we need to focus, because businessman has to focus on running your business. You need to focus on running your business and leave other things to the software, leave other things to the people like us. Because application or the software with the digitalization, it should be some kind of competitive advantage to you. It should become relevant in the global economy by implementing some robust business process, as I told you earlier also. Because this is coming as default to you. You, when going for such kind of system or the application, you are going with some kind of business processes which are already tested, used across the globe. It allows you to adapt to the market changes and anticipate business trends. And I am going to explain you in the future slide how you can anticipate the business trends. You connect your business function, as I was telling earlier also. When you connect those dotted lines of your business, what are the different departments are there, then you have the better coordination or collaboration between the cross departments within the organization. Then we are talking about the easy access to the data. That means you have the information available to you, handy with you. And reports are always informed about your business to take decisions on the back of real-time data insights. So objective of showing this slide to you people is basically, as a businessman, we should focus on running the businesses, the application, the system, the utilization to support you to run this and make you competitive advantage in the market. When we are talking about SME, we are talking about the small medium enterprise. When we talk about SMEs, so these are some of the basic functions which we have in any organization. We have the purchasing and operations, we have management and administration, we have the sales and service, we have the project and resource management, and we have production and MRP. This is the basic fundamental. So what I want to tell you here, whenever we implement any ERP application, we implement the ERP with its digital core. Because any ERP implementation, it has the maturity. It has some kind of learning curve. It takes some time to adopt the application, because this is a big change management. It takes time for your user to adopt to the situation. Sometimes we find the challenges also in adaptability because of the change management. Then management plays an important role for making them understand about the benefit about the application, and gradually these people also learn, and they also want to learn new technology. They want to also work to the benefit of the organization. So how digitalization, when I am talking, can be work hand to hand with these functions? So that I want to discuss in the future slides. So what are the digital elements are available with us? When we are talking about, we have the digital elements like analytics, we have the big data, we have the cloud technology, we have the mobile technologies. We have the Internet of Things, we have the machine learning. So SAP, when we are talking, it's coming with all other peripheral elements, which is easy for you to accelerate your growth and make ready to you for the future. So when we are buying or when we are talking about any ERP solution, so it's not about today actually, it's about the future. As I was telling you, you are building foundation, solid foundation. Based on this, you can use this technology, which will help you in further growth and make you ready for any kind of future challenges. So that's the way the digital and business enablers work. Actually, I will tell you actually with some of the example in the next slide. So these are the how it's get integrated with this now. I can give you the example. I have this now production and MRP. You can integrate with your machines also. Lot many times we have the customer also where they were finding any challenge to note down the product in the production log. Sometimes people forgot how much is the wastage, how much is the output, the efficiency, and other stuffs. So they were finding some challenges for that. So we have integrated the machines with the SAP. Now they have the real-time information, what is the total output. One of our customer is there, they were having that kind of vision that they want to see after each and every shift, they want to see the P&L of each shift. कितना material लगा, कितना labor लगा, कितना overhead लगा, finally क्या finish good बन के आया, कितना wastage हुआ, and हमारे को last में he told actually I want to see at the end of the day what it I am going to get out of it. So based, actually by integrating those machines with this, you can go in those minute details when you have the complete control on your business, not only from the productivity point of view, but efficiency point of view also. You have the complete efficiency in hand. At the end of the day, actually what are the wastages, other things are happening. What is the material you have utilized, whether you have utilized as per the bill of material or what was the routing, how much resources has to be consumed, how much resources consumed. Similarly, for the inventory and distribution, we did one project for one of our clients based in Africa. They have the major challenges for the pilferages and all. So order-wise, like Pixelify for 24 boxes, and somehow it getting dispatched 25, 26. So they were making a big losses in that. They called us and they have told us their pain areas. And then we have provided the solution with the IoT. We put the sensor with the conveyor belts and all. So when we are dispatching, we have serialized their this items and everything, and finally when they are dispatching, now at the end of the day it's a zero pilferage, and they were very happy customer for us. Similarly, for the analytics part, big data, where we are talking about unstructured. Similarly, for the sale and service, when mobile technology plays an important role, because your people are mostly in the field and they want to have the real information of the data. I'm going to discuss further this in detail in another couple of slides, how you can have the sales and service will be taking care with the mobile technology. So what are the additional element of SAP? So SAP is basically integrated with any of the application around. You can integrate it with the mobile app, you can outsource your payroll, automated request of the quotation. It has a complete integration hub also. You can have the integration with your subsidiaries also. You can have the intercompany integration solution also. So SAP not only, so what I was telling you earlier also, you are looking for a solution. Though when you are starting from the ground zero. You are building a solid foundation. When you are implementing your core modules, gradually with the digital enablers, with the real-time information and everything, you start building your brick by brick. So these integration option for SAP Business One, connecting your business network will also play an important role as you grow, as you expand yourself, not only in one branch, multiple branches, multiple cities, and multiple countries also. So system has the capability to live with you for the future. We have in SAP Business One, software solution partners have the industry expertise and customer focus to offer industry specific and horizontal solution. We have the industry solution consumer product engineering, F&B, healthcare, electronics, and so on. You can have the horizontal extension also. Tomorrow, you want to integrate it. You want to integrate it with your bank for the payment process. You can do that. Productivity and efficiency, as I told you, you can have the integration with your machines. You have the mobility, then you have the report and for the services also. So you can not only from the industry solution point of view, you can have the horizontal extensions also. So if anyone has any question, they can write on the chat window. We will answering those questions at the end of the session. So SAP Business One deployment options. SAP Business One can be deployed on premises as well as on cloud. Hello, Ankit, you are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
We can
Hello.
hear you, sir, loud and clear.
अंकित आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
सर आवाज आ रही है।
Hello.
आपकी वॉइस आ रही है।
Yes. Yes, yes, your
ठीक है।
voice is clear.
So SAP Business One, yeah, SAP Business One come with both the solution. It come with the on-premises as well as on-cloud solution. It comes with the on-cloud solution and some of the benefits which I listed here. Is basically it can be available in both the, and today in today's world we know all the benefit what is the on-premise, and some of the benefits I listed here. Now make the real-time business decision with the application. So this is the most important part and most important element for SAP Business One. SAP Business One comes with the SAP HANA application. So, and most powerful thing in SAP HANA application, it's just work like a internet search engine. Because earlier when we were using the application, we have a lot of challenges in navigating the application. Sometimes we are struggling to get some kind of report and all. Now it's with the HANA engine, it's so powerful that you type, if you want to see, okay, you want to see the purchase order, you write the name of the supplier, you will able to see all the information related to this. In the later in the session, we are going to demonstrate also to you. And then similarly, you want to see the sale order of particular company, you want to see some kind of cash flow for this or some P&L for this, you can type on the internet search engine, and if reports are available, you can see that. Similarly, the cash flow forecast, which is very, very important element for this. It will help you in make informed decision instantly and ensuring the healthy liquidity ratio. Now comes the another important element of it, that is the availability to promise. That means you can interact with current and future stock levels to ensure you can satisfy your customer demand. It will help you in the total customer satisfaction. Then comes the delivery schedule management. You can prioritize customer order, and it's very powerful drag and drop interface, and which will help you ensuring you on time delivery. SAP comes with a very powerful intelligent forecast and MRP tool. You can plan, you can do your material, your resource planning. System will help you to make you understand what to produce, how much to produce, and when to produce, depending upon the lead time and all. It will also help you in creating the work orders, when you have to produce it and how much to produce it. That also it will go. So you can have the complete control on your purchases, you have the complete control on your production. So system has that kind of inbuilt capabilities. Then it will come with the sales recommendation also. So when I'm talking about the sales recommendation, it suggests you on the fly based on the historical buying patterns of the customers and items. So system had that capabilities, and these are some of the on the fly available solution for you, which are ready for you as soon as we'll deploy the solution. It comes with a very, very powerful analytics tool, which we are going to showcase today. You can have your interactive analysis. You can create your own dashboard and advanced dashboards. You can have the KPI. The KPI not only for you, but KPIs for your all department and section head or your people also. It comes with a cockpit also, where you can visualize all analytics in user specific SAP Business One desktop. That if I am a purchase guy, if I want to see the purchase orders, how much indents are pending, I want to see the top 5 purchases, I want to see some other information related with my purchasing, I will be able to see. Finance guy, if you want to see, he can see the cash flows, he can see P&L, he can see what are the aging of the invoices, or he can see some other things also, whatever required as which is regularly used required for each purpose. So similarly for the production guy, similarly for another people like for inventory and logistics. So it comes with your complete analytics and portal. So system has the capabilities to have the cockpits, a dashboard, and you can drill down it to the transaction level. If I am clicking on the purchase order, it will take me to the transaction level also. So you have the system has the capabilities related with your drill down also. The system comes now, the most important element of it, which I was talking earlier also, system comes with the mobile app. It's a app which run on the Android as well as on iOS. And the key benefit of it, you have the instant access for employee who need to view and update the data from anywhere. That's what I was talking you. If you see with the HANA engine, with the analytics and dashboards, and with the mobile application, that I was trying to make a point to you that it brings all your information related to your organization on your fingertips. System will help you to show you what exactly you want to see related to your job and functions. Like I was in the sales and service function also, you can have the comprehensive sales and service function. It can increase productivity of your employee when they are on road. And that's the beauty of this application. So you can start changing your business now. SAP Business One, easy to set up, use and optimize. You can get started getting the results very, very quickly. You will get very quickly the return on your investments. It's a complete and integrated solution which has all, as I explained you earlier also, all the essential business function from accounting and sales to purchase and inventory available out of the box, gain complete visibility and control to you. So it's a complete and integrate, fast time to the value. It's very intuitive and easy for you. As I was telling you, you can have the global search, you have the interactive search, you can have the dashboard and everything. You can drill down to that. It's fast to the value. Simple and affordable. SAP application will be up and running between 3 to 4 months time. So it's quick to set up and optimize. It's easy to use, and you can get the latest technology price for small and growing business. As far as pricing of SAP Business One is concerned, all the whatever the standard ERPs are available in the market, this is the most affordable solution. And I can tell you and challenge everyone on this. Actually, this is the most you can say affordable solution available in the market. So now comes what are the SAP Business One key functionalities are available for you. These are some of the functions which SAP Business One come with a 12 bundled module. It comes with the management, administration, accounting and financial, purchase and operation, sales and service, covers entire spectrum of your business needs. In management and administration, you have the user administration, you can have your authorization, it can help your putting your approval process in place. It's completely integrated with Microsoft Office also. In accounting and financial, you have the chart of account, journal entry, you have the posting template, budgeting and everything. Similarly, for the purchasing and operations, you have the purchasing.
I want to add one thing in this management or administration. In SAP B1, we have the option of multi-branch as well. For example, if any company has multiple branch, multiple GST number, so that can be managed into single database. As of now, like a system like Tally, in case if you have a GST number, so you need to open different books. But that kind of that kind of functionalities you can easily maintain into the SAP into a single database. You don't need to create multiple books and then you do the consolidation over there. So that you can do it into standard system. Second thing is that we have the concept of recurring transactions that we can also do it into the administration part, like any kind of EMI payments, VAT payments needs to be done, so that we can do it into the system as well on a trigger basis. So that kind of alerts you can easily get it from the system side. So
yeah, so from the inventory point of view, then we have the complete item management. We have the price list. You can create the price list based on the season. You can create the multiple price list as per the requirement of a supplier to supplier or customer to customer. Then you can have the complete good issue inventory transaction. You can have the pick and pack. You can have the bin location. You have the inventory counting. So someone was asking that ABC counting and other things are available, so that available in the system. For the production and MRP, we have the bill of material, we have the routing, we have the production orders, we have the complete life cycle management. Similarly, system is capable to handle the project and resource management as well. So project management, we can define all your projects, we can create the stages, we can create a dependency. It's something like we are maintaining like Microsoft projects. So you can get that kind of Gantt chart and everything to manage your projects also. The last button, the last not least, actually, the solution customization also. You can have your own user-defined creations. You can create your own user-defined tables. You can have the SQL query generator as well. So user-defined, you can create alerts also. You can define the approval mechanism. You can have the workflow designer. So system has the capabilities of everything. On top of this, now you have the web client, you have the mobile application, you have the analytics and dashboard, and application is multilingual and available with the localization. When I am talking about the localization, that means it comes with the GST, it comes with e-way bill. So what is the beauty of SAP Business One? It's always take you one step ahead. So like when GST comes, all the customers were ready beforehand. Now the invoicing is coming, though it's deferred by because of certain obvious reasons. So we were ready for invoicing also. Our customers, some of the customers, in fact, we have given the training and everything, and they adopt that also. So you are always one step ahead when we are talking about the SAP Business One. So what is the solution stack? So it says the full deployment flexibility. It's run on the in-memory technology. All standard business processes are covered. It's come with the standard API, which help you in the integrating of it. It's a robust integration and collaboration. It comes with both the solution, as we are telling, on-premise and cloud. It comes with the SQL database as well as come with the HANA database also. It has the built-in SDKs are available, which help you for the developing of some add-ons. It has the integration framework and it has the service layer also. So system edge, I can tell you, it's very low cost of ownership and very, very efficient on the support part of it. So this is from my side. Now I will pass on to Ankit, and he will give you some kind of feel of the application. Over to Ankit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving us the overview about the SAP and the things we can maintain into the SAP One and how it can help the company to digitalize their operations as well. So I'm just going to share my screen. I hope that is visible to everyone now.
Yes, sir. We can see.
Fine. Okay. So hello everyone. My name is Ankit, and the screen which you can see right now on your system is the SAP B1 on HANA. Which is divided on two parts. On the left hand side, you can see the modules which SAP has given as a default package, and which starts with the administration, finance, CRM, opportunity, sales, purchase, business partner, banking, inventory, resource, production, MRP, service, HR, and project management. So if you look into the modules, so you can maintain all your operations into a single platform, and all these modules are integrated with each other, as Lakshmi sir said into the earlier slides as well. On the right hand side, this is the cockpit. The cockpit can be defined as per the user profile. So for example, if I'm a sales user, if I log in into the SAP, I would look into the dashboards or KPI which is more relevant with the sales side. Like I want to view by top 5 customer, I want to view the top receivables, I want to view the payments needs to be done and payment needs to be received. So this kind of dashboard, I will look into that. So in SAP B1, we have an option. We can define this cockpit as per the user profile, and we can tag it at the user master as well. The second thing is that these dashboard or KPI you can define by your own as well. So for that, SAP has given two tools, which is called the interactive analysis and the pervasive analytics. And the dashboard which SAP has given, it's pretty much interactive as well. So if you want to view the purchase order which is not being delivered till yet, so if you click it on this particular dashboard, so in such scenarios, system will give you the details of the orders which is not been delivered till yet. Now, if you want to go in more detail, so in SAP we have a functionality of drill down arrows. So if we click it on it, this particular golden arrow, so system can take us to the main purchase order which we have raised to a vendor, and on the basis of that you can identify that that what is happening on the particular order and why it's not being delivered by the vendor till yet. So these kind of interaction you can also do it. Second, you also have an option to view the 360-degree view of your customer as well, that you want to view that how many invoices you have raised till now, how much business you have done with that customer till now. So in that case, we have an option that we can use the global search or enterprise search of SAP B1 HANA, where we can type the customer code or customer name. And once we put those details, so system will automatically list down all our data which is related with that customer. On the left hand side, it is classified as the number of documents you have created. So you can view that the invoices which you have created till now with the customer, how many memos you have created, how many deliveries you have created, and if you're doing any kind of production which is related with the customer, so you can also link your work orders as well. And in case if that customer is also giving some kind of opportunity to you which is not being converted till yet, so that kind of opportunity can also be viewed by the management as well into the particular 360-degree view. Now in this particular section, you have the option, you can view the filters as well. On the basis of that, you want to view the reporting, like you want to view the data for specific dates. So you have the option, you can define a from date and to date, and on the basis of that you can open the transactions. Secondly, if you want to view the only open invoices which is for which the payment is not being received, so you can just untick the close checkbox, and system will list down all the open invoices which is not being paid by the customer till yet. Now on the right hand side, if you want to go more detailed into invoices, so you can just click on a specific invoice section, and once you click it over there, and you can open the view of the particular invoice which is being raised against the customer as well. Then if you want to view that what are the against which sales order it is being
May I
created.
request you to go a little slow on this? Just a
Hello?
little slow, sir.
Sure.
May I request you to just kindly go a little slow?
Sure. So we also have an option in SAP in AI invoice section. If you want to view that for which sales order this invoice has been created and what are deliveries you have created into a system, so you can just right click and you can open the relationship map, and this relationship map shows the complete process of the transactions against the invoice you have created. So for example, against an invoice, you can identify that how many deliveries you have created, and against the delivery, you can identify that for how many sales order you have created a delivery into a system, and against the sales order, what are the quotations you have given to your customer. So that kind of a flow you can easily view it. And in case if your customer gives you a payment, so that can also be linked it with this particular relationship flow, and any kind of material is returning back from the customer side, so that can also be displayed into this particular relationship map. The good thing is that in this relationship map, you can view the status of a document as well. So you can see the lock which which can be viewed on each and every document, which means that these documents has been closed, means that you have created the subsequent document against each and every document you have created. But here you can see this document is open because the payment is not being received by the customer. So as soon as we receive the payment from the customer side, so this document will also be closed into the system. Now if you want to go detail of the items which you have sold to a customer, so you can just click on this delivery document. System can show you the transactions, show you the items which you have delivered, and what are the price you have delivered, so that can also be viewed over there. And in SAP, we also have the option of automatic entries. So what happens in SAP, whenever you do a transaction in terms of your sales, your purchase, your production, or maybe any kind of a project, so whatever the accounting entry needs to be passed against the item, so that happens by a system automatically. So whenever we set up a company, we define the configuration, and on the basis of that, these accounting entries has been passed. And whenever the user create any document, so whatever the accounting entry will be passed by the system can be viewed easily into the accounting section, which is given on every document of the SAP B1. So And now if the person wants to view the accounting entry, he can just click on this drill down arrow, and he can view that the accounts which SAP has credited, what account which has been debited. So that kind of a data can also be viewed into a system. And into the invoice section, SAP, you can identify the gross profit which is coming out from the system side, because SAP maintains the inventory at perpetual inventory method. So in perpetual, what happens that whatever the cost you are maintaining against the location, and whatever transactions you are doing against the item, so whether on the basis of that you are valuating your inventories either by FIFO, by moving average, by your batch costing or a standard price. So system identifies that on what price the inventory is lying at the location right now, and on what price you're selling out to your customer. So on the basis of that difference, system is identified at how much gross profit is being running out into the particular item which you are selling to your customer. In case of production, we also have an option, to add the factory overheads, which is called the indirect costing, and that cost can also be defined as a resources in SAP, and that cost can also be included into the item cost, and on the basis of that, you can identify the net profit which you are, earning from the customer as well. So that kind of a things you can do it into the invoice section. Now, when I look into the dashboard side. So into the dashboard side, the dashboard which SAP has given can be defined by us as well. So we have the pervasive analytics. So in the pervasive analytics, SAP has given two options to define a dashboard. Either we can use our own query, which is called which we can define through a query generator. So in your company, if someone has a basic knowledge about SQL, so they can design your own query. Otherwise, SAP has given some predefined data sources can also be used to define a query into the SAP B1 as well, and that can, on the basis of that, we can define a dashboard. So, for example, if you want to just view the profitability analysis against item, so what I will do, I just go into the sales section and I just open the data sources which SAP has given. So once I choose those data sources, so whatever the columns, whatever data which is required by SAP, it always been displaying on the right hand side, and I just need to click on OK. So in this SAP, we have artificial intelligence. It automatically identify that what are dimensions and what are the measures. We don't need to define those manually. Now with this data, you can define multiple views. Multiple views like you can view the gross profit either by item. You can view the gross profit either by item group. You can view the gross profit either by your customer group. You can view this gross profit or the sale either by your year as well. So you have multiple dimensions which you can use and define your views into the system as well. So in that case, what you need to do, you just need to drag and drop the values. On the basis of that, you want to take out the reporting. So you want to view the gross profit, you want to view the sales amount. Now on the right, on the dimension side, you have an option. You can choose that you want to view the business partner. So in such scenarios, what you will do, you just drag and drop the business partner group name, and your dashboard is ready with the values which you have selected. So you have the group which you have selected, that is displaying at the bottom level, and this is the sales amount, and this is the gross profit which the system is generating. And if you want to view the details, so you can just click on this value. You have a group name, the values, and the tables which system is generating. Now you can add this particular dashboard, and you want to view the same dashboard with a different view. So in such scenarios, what you will do, you can just cross this particular business partner section, and you want to view the year. So in such scenario, you just go to the posting date, and you will choose the posting year, and you just drag it over there, and now you can see that your dashboard is ready with the values of the year wise as well. So with the single data source, you have an option. You can define multiple dashboard, you can define multiple permutation combination, you can save it, and you can put it into your main cockpit. So as soon as you log in into a system, you will have all those data which you have defined, which you have put it into a system on a click basis. And these dashboard can be viewed on the mobile app as well, which SAP has given, and that can also be viewed. And you also have an option to choose multiple charts. Like you want to view the line chart, you want to convert the dashboard into the the pie chart, so that you can define it different charts as well. and on the basis of that you can put it into a system. And if you want to put some kind of filters, like any kind of year you want to put as a filter, any kind of a parameter you want to put as a filter, so that kind of filters you can easily define into a system as well. So that dashboard can be saved by clicking on this option. You can save the name, and that dashboard will be saved. It will be displayed to the main screen of the cockpit. The second option which SAP has given is the interactive analysis. So as you know that Excel is pretty much known by everyone. Okay, because in any industry, whatever the data analysis we do it on Excel. We know how to define the pivots. We know how to define the formulas over there. So SAP has used the same kind of functionality. SAP has converted all the data sources into the Excel as well in the form of pivot. So that will also be displaying into the into this dashboard in the form of pivot over there. Where on the right hand side you can see the fields which is converted by system automatically. So you can choose the values on which you want to define a dashboard. So you can choose it the values over there, and your dashboard will also be ready, and the data is also being ready on the left hand side. Now you want to view the same thing either by branch, by project, by year. So you can choose those things over there, and your dashboard is ready with the specified data. Now you want to view the same dashboard by business partner. So what I will do, or maybe item group. So I will just choose the item group, and it is classified with the year and the items over there. Now you can see the data is more. So I just put the document year as a filter. Now I want to view the data of specific year. So I just want to view data of 2011 only. So in that case, I can choose multiple years as well. I have an option into system. So I can choose multiple year as well. So as soon as I choose the year, you can see the whole data will be refreshed as per the data which I've selected. So these kind of a reporting, these kind of MIS reporting, we can define very easily into the SAP B1, and we can save this dashboard. And whenever you open this, this file again, so you just need to put your username, password. System will automatically refresh data with the current database into the system as well. Now, when I come to the transitions part of SAP, so in SAP, the flow of transition is very, very easy. So whenever you create any document, the screen of each and every module is pretty much similar. When you open a purchase order or sales order, it's pretty much similar, and whatever the columns which SAP has given is also pretty much similar. Then whenever you create a document in SAP, so if you want to create any subsequent document which is related with the base document, so we have given the option of copy from and copy to. So in such scenarios, the chances of mistakes are very less, because the data, whenever you create a document, you just need to copy to from base document, and you copy to a target document. So for example, in case of sales order, delivery is my target document. So in that cases, my data will be copied automatically from the sales order screen. So here the user don't require to choose the item. The user don't require to modify any pricing. It doesn't require to modify any quantity as well. So that is coming automatically from the base document. The second thing is that we also have the option of UDF, which is called a user defined fields. And these are the extra field which SAP has given, or which you can define as per your process. For example, that if you are shipping any item through a truck number, or through any maybe any kind of a logistic company like DTDC or something like that, and you want to track it out against which particular DTDC number it has been sold. So you just need to tag the number, tracking number, you want to define it. So in SAP there is no field to define those number. So that kind of a field we can define by our own, and we can put it as a UDF. And whenever the user will enter the AI invoice, so he can enter that number, and that enter will also be that number will also be saved against the invoice as well. Second thing is that if you want to put the same UDF into the main screen, so the UI is pretty much editable of SAP B1. So what we can do, we can edit the UI, and whatever the fields you want to put into a main screen, you can just choose it and put it over there into the main field as well. So what will happen in such scenarios, user will not forget to put those entries into a system, and you can also make it mandatory as well. So whenever the user will put the transaction, it has to be put by the user on every invoice which is being entered into a system. The second thing is in SAP we have the option of attachment. You will find into the main of the in all of the documents which SAP has given. So attachment is like any kind of PO which you're getting from the customer side. You can scan it, you can attach it over there. Any kind of a contract you have, you can assign and you can track it on the system as well. So same kind of things you can do. The second thing is that if if someone wants any kind of approval into the SAP, and if we are doing any kind of a data sharing between the groups. So for example, I created a sales order. I just need to sign it from my particular user, which sits 200 meters apart from apart from my desk. So in that case, I will take a printout and I'll go it and I will make a sign. But in SAP, we have an option of chat. So in chat, what we can do, whatever data we want to share with a specific person, I can just open a conversation option. I can type that I have created a document. I can type any kind of a message over there, and that message can also be shared with the user. And I can link a document which I've created, and kindly review it, or maybe you want to forward these updates as well. Hello.
Yes, Sanjay sir, please go ahead.
Okay. So that kind of a things you can. Okay, that kind of a things you can also do it into the SAP B1 into the chat option. The second thing is that the list of the modules which you can view can be controlled by the authorization of the users. That as of now you can see all the modules, but the purchase user will also only be viewed by a purchase things like purchase order or GRI. So that we can control as authorization. So we have the feature of authorization in SAP where we can define all the authorization. We can define a workflows as well into the SAP. What kind of a workflows you're defining in terms of your transition which is being putting, and what are conditions, or on the basis of that you will define the alerts and approvals, so that can be maintained into a system as well. And any kind of a reorder level you're maintaining, any kind of a minimum inventory level you're maintaining, and you want to define the alerts, so that kind of alerts we can also define into system as well. So these are the things, these are the glimpse of SAP B1 which we can do it into the SAP B1 into the product. In case if you have any kind of if you need any kind of a detailed demo with respect to your process of your company, so that we can plan it as well at your organization separately.
Can I ask some questions?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so first of all, I believe that this entire thing starts with the order entry, right? And then the other things come in the picture. So first we have to capture the order, and then all the other things would follow. Is it like that? Or
Yeah.
even, it can be helped with the prospecting part also?
We
or is
have
it
the opportunity module. We have the opportunity module in SAP. We have a marketing module as well. Whatever the leads which we are on which we are working, so that can be recorded over there into a system, and that can also be defined.
Okay, so my next question is that even within the organization, because when you are talking to SMEs like us, so the people could be like from 10 to 500 in the company, or maybe more, I'm sure. But in that case, is there a module which defines the workflow within the people, as in like so once a person opens up, does he know that this is in my tray that needs to be worked upon? Something like that.
Yeah, so yeah, we can define that kind of workflow over there, and we can define the authorization on that basis that he has to perform these kind of activities over there. Because
And so
because
you
in
said,
SAP, because in SAP what happens, everything depends on the number of users. Okay. So whatever the users are going to punch the entries, that can be logged into a system over there. So each user will have its own ID or its own name, and that we can tag it into the document level as well.
Okay. Sir, one of my questions is that I'm sure that if it is related to production, so there would be a bill of material which is there like in Busy or in Tally. And is the system like smart enough to realize over a period of time that given the kind of sales that we do historically, can it estimate that as per the BOM,
Yes.
these items would be in short supply, and not only basis the current inventory levels, but also saying that okay, say there is a 2-week lead time in getting those inventories, and I see them running out in like maybe hitting the pre-order level in about a week's time. So that kind of a report is also possible?
Yeah, so that is pretty much possible because as Lakshmi sir said earlier that we have the tool called MRP, which is called the Material Account Plan. In that tool, we can plan the production process on the basis of in-hand orders, on the basis of in-hand inventory and the levels of the inventory as well. And on the basis of that, system can generate that whatever the purchase order or whatever the production order you want to raise it. Secondly, we have option of forecast as well. So in case if you have any kind of sales history, and on the basis of that, system can suggest you that this much item you need to produce it so that you can accommodate that fulfillment which you have done last time as well.
Mhm. And see, I am selling into e-commerce as well, and I have like 3 or 4 platforms I'm dealing with. So there are many reports coming out of there. So, kind of, do those marketplaces report integration also happen somewhere here? Have you guys worked on it? I don't know. That's
Okay.
why I'm.
In that case, we can do the integration with your marketplace as well, like Amazon, Flipkart, and which we have done with many of the customers as well. Those who wanted the e-commerce platform, so whatever the order they are getting into the Amazon can be directly integrated in SAP in the form of sales order, and whatever fulfillment you are doing from there can be put it into that system as well, and the payments whatever they are doing it, so that can be integrated very easily. It's not an issue.
Okay, because there are multiple reports and multiple, I'll say the integrations in the sense that what is called in Amazon system as something as say maybe the logistics cost is called in a different form and shape in a Paytm system or in a Flipkart system. The sales return are handled in a different way. So the integration could be not only with the sales report, but will the inventories or the other items as well, the tax reports.
Yeah, I
So
understand.
sometimes even the sales report do not talk to the tax reports on the platform. So the nomenclatures are different. So it becomes very difficult sometimes to get them on to earn nomenclature because we say A, B, C, D. At one place they would be saying it A, other place same thing they would be saying A1, something else they would be saying B1 with a slight difference. So all those kind of things are there.
Yeah. So so these kind of a questions, like we can also take it separately with you as well. But just to tell you what, that in SAP we have an option of BP catalog number, so where we can define multiple names of a single item against a multiple parties. So on that way we can track all of those data into a system. But in case since if because your scenario is specific related to your operation, so in case if you want to go in more detail, so you can be in touch with Ankit, Ankit Kumar from the sales side of Centra, and he can be in touch, and then we can plan a detailed demo with your as per your process as well.
So I may be looking at something, in 2 to 3 months time. And my main thing would be that first, if I'm able to track, because the inventory is also at various places. So we have at them at the Flipkart warehouses, we have them at the Amazon warehouses. The inventories are at different places, and the reports come in from their inventories. We need to enter, update, and basis the sales reports that have come, we also need to assess the demand, and that's why I was asking about the BOM as well. System to be smart enough to know that, or at least kind of tell us that this is getting short. You need to sell more or make more of this at this inventory location. We would need that kind of a thing. Was I audible, Ankitji? I can't hear you.
Sir, you are audible.
Hello. Yeah. So yes, I was telling that that kind of a things we can easily maintain into the SAP. That's not an issue. But some are scenarios which related with the specific companies, because we have done with integration with many of the e-commerce company as well, and so that's not a challenge we've identified. So in case if you have any specific queries and anything, we can be in touch with you separately, and we can discuss one by one. On the things you are looking for.
I'll do that. I'll take it away.
Yeah, Manish, so just to answer this, basically what happened actually, system has lot many capabilities, as I explained you earlier also. So in case some specific requirements are there that can be configured, that can be shown as per your requirement or as per the requirement of the business, that can be configured and shown you in the demo. So we can have the detailed demo also, because the objective was today to touch base everything in very 1 hour time. So if we can have 1 hour, 2 hour demo also if required at your premises.
Sure, sir.
Mr.
Any other
Lakshmikant and
question?
Ankit, I also have couple of questions. So first thing, just tell me how much time it will take to implement.
See, generally, as a process, as I explained you earlier, it generally take SAP out of the box solution 3 to 4 months it make up and running. So we generally follow, just to brief you about this, we follow the SAP methodology where we do the proper requirement understanding, requirement gathering, prepare the BBP, the configuration, the entire process of implementation we follow, so that we should not miss anything during the implementation process and we should not have the surprises at the later stage. So generally it takes 3 to 4 months during this entire life cycle where we have the CRP, UAT, final training, testing, and final the live of the production. So 3 to 4 months it takes actually, and this is the best time to take it forward, because a couple of customers which already we signed last month also, which are now in the BVP stage, because people are available, they have a lot of time, so they can brainstorm, we can discuss with them, and we can list down a lot of things actually, which generally in the regular scenario they don't have that much of time to spare and give us kind of input, sir.
Great. So Mr. Lakshmikant, I also want to have one detailed demo in this, and if things that this is possible in this week, please get back to me.
Sure, sir. Sure, definitely, sir. Anyone had any other question, or we are good now? I think we are good, Ankit.
Sir,
Now, thank you very much.
Just one last question, sir. Sir, what happens is that generally, we start with the basic accounting tools, which is like Busy or Tally, which are available in the market easily, and their talents are also available. So, for moving in the things like SAP B1, we would also need to have that kind of resources who would run the system, not only us, but even the people getting trained and all. So, I do understand that the team can come down and implement it once and also give us the support. But over a period of time, we need to have that kind of a talent available in the market, readily replaceable. Otherwise, like,
Maniji,
yeah.
Maniji, just answer this question actually. What happened actually when we have the ERP? So generally this kind of, you can say, always apprehension in the mind of the people actually. But this, whosoever using the application like SAP Business One, it's very, very user friendly. You will feel better than what you are using Tally or BG today. The applications are there like SAP S/4HANA or Oracle or some other application where we find some kind of challenges in training the people. There a lot of navigations are there where we need to navigate from one form to another form that require a proper training and that require a lot of handholding. But believe me, actually the application like this, which are very, very handy, which are very easy to train the people and very user friendly. That's what I can comment on this time. But if you look for the demo point of view and other stuff, actually definitely when we will sit with you further, you will find it's very, very useful for your team. And
so is it a yearly fixed kind of a thing, sir, or is it like more of the SaaS cloud-based kind of solutions which are there priced monthly? How does that work out?
We have both the solutions are available. We have this now in this time we are offering the package also where you can go with the SaaS model also as a service where it come bundled with the cloud as well as the license price per month also. You want to go with the quarterly and the yearly also. So there is a bundled price as far as the SaaS model is also concerned. So you can host, you can buy the perpetual model. You can have on cloud also. You can have the SaaS model. So the different kind of permutation combinations are available in every software these days, and SAP also support that thing, sir.
Okay, and the initial customization.
At this point of time, I just want to add one thing. At this point of time, like the cloud option is pretty much good for the people because of the current situation, we are not able to go for the on-premise thing. So cloud is the best option you can go for this current point of time.
Yeah, because there is a lot of we are also offering a lot of discount and other things as far as the cloud is concerned. We are also promoting this very aggressively for the SaaS model these days.
Okay. And the initial customization, like how would that be built or priced?
See, as far as the initial customization is concerned, so as I was telling you, it's a gradual journey actually, sir. Whenever we are adopting any technology or in fact ERP, there is we implement it and that come as part of the package of it, where we have the four cost. Actually, we have the implementation, we have the license cost, we have the AMC, where the implementation cost, and if it's on the cloud, then cloud also. Like we have the couple of we have hosted with our in fact in the BNI also. Dheeraj also have a couple of applications are running in the cloud with him also. So I mean to say here actually, so there is a lot of options are available on the cloud as well as this. So that's the thing which I want to.
Okay, sir. So we'll connect after this, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And any question from anyone else for this?
There is one question from Lenovo side. What is the market segment we are looking for SAP-B1? Ankit?
Yes, sir. Ankit. Already I sent the message to the ma'am for the what is the industry of the mapping of the segment, like we have the work for the auto industry, pharma, service industry, logistic. We are working all the verticals.
Yeah. So we have the solutions or add-ons are available related with the all major type of verticals. It can be pharma, it can be manufacturing, it can be related with the liquor industry, it can be related with other industry also. So we have the ready-made add-ons also available, which are available out of the box and which can be ready to use from the day one. So now, like Manishji, you are asking that question earlier that the customization piece. So we have the, depending upon the type of industry, we have already add-ons are available with us. That also can be offered actually depending on the type of industry. Because every industry has a specific requirement. So SAP Business sometimes doesn't come with some kind of you can say out of the box features. So that can add-on comes into the picture and that suffices the purpose of almost all the businesses.
Okay, sir.
So any other question or shall we are good now?
So there's any
Thank you.
question?
Yeah.
Sir, just asking.
Thank you.
There's any question to anyone? Please ask or send the message in comment box also.
Or you can do one thing, Ankit, you can be in touch separately with each and everyone who has joined the session. And
Yeah,
whatever the query, whatever the feedback
will
they
that-
have, and
I will call directly
sir.
to the.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. And we are really thankful that you are able to take out the time and join the session. And we
thank you
really
very
appreciate
much
this.
for joining.
We are closing the
Thank you.
session with this. Okay.
Thank you so much for the timing, sir. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir. Bye.